Okay, we are streaming live from the PJNet Man Cave. Man Cave. Yes, that's exactly what this is. It is a man cave. And I am glad to welcome you to the Man Cave. I'm going to turn this sound off here. Okay. Okay, now we had multiple copies of this going, and I just want to let you know that progress is being made today as we speak. In fact, let me see if we can call Barbara. Invite to Skype, huh? All right, well, how about Glenn? Okay. She's not there. Hey, you are there. Well, go check out the chat room. I think I've got it tweaked. I had all night and all day to think about the problem, you know. So I'm doing some live right now to see if it'll buffer. And I've been on for a few minutes, and I see no buffering at this point. Right, so we'll just let it stream a little bit more. Basically, here's the problem, Barbara, and there's some things we're just going to have to live with. Yeah, you got voices in. Hearing me once is bad enough. Yeah. Okay, here's what the problem is, Barbara. I only have. That's Mom's house, Mom-in-law's house. Yeah. But the problem is this. I have 2 megs of upload speed. And when you're broadcasting, you're uploading, right? I don't have it, and this is the only game in town. Okay, there is no alternative. And at the former settings, I wasn't sending enough data, so I had to lower the resolution to make it all happen. But you didn't notice the resolution had. Well, yeah, that's just what I named it because it's an experiment. But I basically set it up at a lower resolution so that now it's getting enough data to be convinced that a stream is present. When it was expecting over 2 megs of data at the old setting. Well, heck, there's only 2 megs. That's for everything, not just this. And so when I pulled the throttle back, and it seems to be working, and I'm satisfied that, there's enough room. I mean, you didn't notice that the screen's smaller, or the field of vision is smaller, actually. Mm-mm. There always has been that. Yeah, it's always been there. It was there before. So, and and it's working, and it's not buffering. Okay. Also, I've got to go in and tell this thing to stop these Windows automatic updates. Oh, by the way, this bicep is getting really, really strong. Now the other one looks like, like my age. But, hey, I got home today and there's a big mess in the yard because they trenched in the cable for the power. Oh, God. I didn't even know they were coming. And boy, did they make a mess. I mean, because they bury deep. The phone company, they just got this little chisel thing that just feeds the wire down in there a little bit and, and covers itself right back up. But man, what a damn mess they made. So now they haven't hooked anything up, but the wire is in the ground. The contractor came, so now the power, it is moving. Because I was going to call them Monday until I got called into work saying, I don't know what the hell. So, but we streaming live, sweetie. Oh yeah, I imagine so. I would imagine so because I've got 25 megs down coming to me, but I can only send 2 megs out to YouTube. So what I did is stream the output or shaped the output to a much lower amount of data. It's a smaller screen basically, and it's not as clear of a picture. It's more fuzzy. But for what we're doing, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, if I wouldn't have told you all this stuff, you wouldn't know anything had changed. No. And, but back when I had 50 megs up and 50 megs down, it didn't matter. Yeah, YouTube was saying, hey, send me some data. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's a DSL. There's nothing. It's DSL or satellite. Those are your options. And satellite is unaffordable. We ain't going there. And if this would not have worked, I would have been thinking, oh shit, I'm going to have to get a data circuit, and that's going to cost money that I don't have. But I wasn't going to go satellite. No way in hell. Not for live broadcasting. For I don't know, but it's not only, see, they give you this package, but then you get so much data, and then after that they charge extra. Well, shit, I'd be going over every month. So that ain't gonna happen. And but I haven't seen it buffer whatsoever, and I'm pretty convinced that it will work. And I don't see any watermark, and we're just gonna take what it gives us. That's the way I've been living my life since November. Take what you're given and just work with it and be patient. Patient. So we'll be able to share a little bit tonight with whoever's there and say, look, we're gonna we're actually making measurable progress. Before it's like, yeah, we're making progress. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you this damn story about the progress. And so we're looking real good. So I'm happy with it. I haven't seen any buffering, but we're just going to have to live within the boundaries that we're given. And the good news is, with the cable company burying that cable, I still have DSL. That was the first thing I did, is said, did they cut my cable? They did not. So that's safe. The power company did not cut the phone company, because I told them when they trenched it, hey, move over, because the electric company's going to run beeline, from the pole to the meter base. I said, you just move your ass over a little bit. And then I noticed before that somebody had come out here with orange paint, those little flag markers, but I didn't know if that was the phone company engineer following up, to see how his contractor did, or if that was the power company or the dig, call before you dig people or whatever. But it, they're just not telling me what they're doing. They're just doing it, which is fine. And yeah, I'm trying to, my screens are far away now. But according to this, if I can get up here and look, yeah, I'm live streaming, and my CPU is at 24%. It used to be at 80 something. When it would just bring, and again, I've still got too many USB devices. I've still got 2 webcams hooked up, and it's all wrong. So this is it'll only get better from here. Only get better. And so I'm very, very, very pleased, and I'm gonna try to, I got to get my wireless for Shelby back up, because they're both configured at the same IP address, so I had to disconnect mine so that the CenturyLink one would work. So I got to reconfigure my thingy, and but we're good. And I hadn't seen it buffer, so I think we're going to make it. I really do. Yeah, I was kind of, All right, let's see what my IP. .1.1. 192.168.1.1, because I couldn't get that darn thing to respond. 192.168.1.1. Yeah, got that far. You going to church tonight? Okay. That's a good idea. All right, now, let me see. Network. WAN. Unable to connect. LAN. It's funny, it lets me get that far and then pisses out. Oh shit! Oh, was she filibustering? Hey, can't call her out on that after Ted Cruz. Good for the goose is good for the gander. So. I don't know. Damn. Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to put a little load on this thing and see how if it buffered, but it hadn't buffered on your end, so chances are it's not going to buffer. So yeah, we'll let him in on the secret. All right. Well, get your ass to church, and I'm going to keep working here because I'm having trouble with the router, and we'll just keep going. See you later. All right. Bye now. Well, folks, unable to connect. All right, well, piss on you then. All right. The person I'm trying to reach is unavailable. All right, good. Just fine. Okay, so I'm going to log out of that. Let's try Chrome. Folks, we're just experimenting here. If you happen to be listening in live, we are in the PJNet Man Cave, very much under construction, but very much under construction. Okay, this has been a vision, a long time coming. Okay, so 192.168.1.1. Cha-ching. Okay, network. The WAN port is unplugged. I know that. Gotta close the door. We got mosquitoes. Welcome to Florida. Okay. WAN port is unplugged. I see that. Okay. Well, what we could do. All right. DHCP. Hello. Hey. What's going on here? Okay, we gotta do some power settings here. Okay, I'm starting to see that I'm not the least bit happy with some of the things that have been set up. Okay, here we go. Alright. The WAN port is unplugged. Okay. What are we doing here? Alright, so if I connect the WAN cable, the WAN, okay, I'm going to go here, the other end of which is there. Let's see what happens. So now, if I go here and go to the Redmi chat room, we get there. That's good. Very good. Okay, folks, we are still continuing to broadcast live here on PJNet. Okay, we got it. All right, so we're going to stop this stream right now.
The other team did recover the ball. However, I'm the head referee, and I am going to award you the ball back. Please continue the play. Well, that would certainly be a game changer. That is exactly what Jesus Christ did on the cross. We can't lose.
Okay, we are streaming.
Okay, we are streaming. Pretty much all the time. That is pretty much all the time. I don't know if you're doing anything else. All right. All right. Oops. All right.
Bring America back to where she's been. Stand up for America again. Let's stand with authority. We love our liberty. Let's stand for the King of Kings, the only hope for our country.
Hey, okay, here we are. It is pouring down rain here in Florida, and I was a little late getting here. I apologize. Barbara, Sunboat Girl, and I have been doing some tweaking. Actually, I had done the tweaking. She confirmed that my tweaking did in fact work, and found out what the problem was. The problem was this: I've only actually got 2 megs. Shelby brought me some. So, I hadn't eaten. So, I've only got 2 megs of data going up. Okay? And the settings we had before were based on 720p high definition, which requires over 2 megs up. So as far as YouTube was concerned, they weren't getting enough data. Because I only got 2 megs, and that's for everything that's going up, not just this. Can y'all hear the rain out there? Isn't it great? So I basically throttled the settings back a little bit, and to kind of let you look around. And I've just been kind of tinkering since then, experimenting. And YouTube has made some changes, by the way. since we're last on the air. But obviously we're able to deal with it. I don't know what this is. Ew, drippy. Oh, it's an onion ring. Well, good for the keyboard when it drips that grease out. So I put the soundboard in, and not only that, for the first time ever, I have got my surround sound speakers up with the bass woofer, subwoofer powered stuff, and so I was jamming out to some Journey, and I didn't know Shelby was coming. It's dark outside, and I got to get one of those motion activated lights for the outside, because when I shut down here, I step into the inky black. I mean, it is dark out there. Oh, damn. One down, splash one. No problem, have another. It used to be I would have difficulty managing the Copenhagen when I'm doing an interview, but they've got these pouches things. And I use them at work. They're really good. It's like a mint, a breath mint. It's really good. Really good stuff. But it satisfies the nicotine addiction. And that's good. So I'm jamming to Journey. I got Don't Stop Believing, man, and I got it shaking this whole building. Shelby's like, Dad? What are you... So, alright, well, hold on. There we go. Hadn't talked to Goodwill yet about finding my my mysteriously misplaced hard drive. But I will. I've done very good. Obviously, we got this software licensed. I'd already paid the $10 to have the little watermark removed from the lower corner. And they took care of that last night while you were bearing with me. I've also, next, I got the license key for the editing software, website editor. One of these days we're going to be able to change our schedule page, not have Judge Roy Moore on it. But I got to get some FTP software. Okay. And there's free stuff out there. I just got to find it and get it configured and download, upload, and get it transferred. This, that, and the other. Hey, when I got home today, I noticed the yard was all torn up badly. And the reason the yard was torn up so badly is that the contractor for Duke Energy, I gotta turn this mic down, it's running hot. Hot mic. Oh, I don't have my headphones. I still gotta rig that up. Or earbuds. Love them. The contractor for the utility company dug in and trenched in the wire from the pole to the meter base. Now, the meter base is not set and obviously not connected, but at least the power company is moving forward, and that's good. So don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but what I like about what's happening is that we are actually, however crude and stupid some of this stuff is, and I know the place is a mess, but we're actually making demonstrably measurable progress. Because for months, I'm serious, for months, I've been saying, well, we're going to do this, we're going to, and it's just a story. Now, I happen to be telling the truth, but it's still just a story. It's just words. Where now you can see manifestation. Okay, Steve, you hadn't seen around, so let me see if I can show you some of the features of the PJNet Man Cave. I'll just pick up this whole dadgum tripod, okay? And we'll take a little look around. I don't know how long this cord is. Okay. All right. That's the door. No kidding. No shit, Sherlock. Okay. It's only a 6-foot door, so you got to kind of be careful coming in. All right. But as you can see, the walls are metal studs, and there we have the the big monitor in the center is not connected to anything at the moment, but obviously there we are with my 2 monitors. Now the walls, as you can tell, they're built on 24-inch, not 16, but 24-inch centers. And as such, all right, now we got to go up to the roof, and I know the lighting's not good, but I've actually started putting insulation in, and I'm using ceiling tile over to hold the insulation up. We got some kind of fern strips, I think they're called, in there, and that's how that looks. But the building actually goes on and on and on. And that's going to be, that's our piece of furniture that I used to do videos in front of. So I'm going to turn it around, probably use it for something. And back there's all the storage stuff, and all that stuff up top is Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. And then behind me, of course, is all the dadgum wires and stuff I've been digging through trying to find what I need. And there's my trusty toolbox. And so on and so forth. Now behind me, back there, when I get done, let's see if I can put this back the way it was. It's not bad. I got to get all the range and gauges figured out, but we're going to have green screen behind me so that when I do these live things, what will be behind me will be whatever I want it to be. I can be in Seattle, and the Space Needle can be behind me, or I could be on the beach, or I could be on the mountains, or in the mountains, whatever. It's kind of neat. So I'm looking forward to that. But to do that, we've got to upgrade the software I do this with. So for the while, it'll just be, well, green. I'm still checking on the pricing. They've changed the pricing on the streaming or the TV, the studio software that we're using right now. This is the free version. They've also got some graduations within that entry-level product that go like 350, 550, and I think it even supports IP cameras. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest in one additional camera, but I'm not going to use any more webcams like this one. The problem with webcams is they're USB, and you can overtax very quickly the USB bus. Okay, and the workaround is to put individual USB cards in the computer. Well, you run out of slots in the computer. However, you can get an IP camera, and it's just part of the network, and you can have an unlimited number of those, and it's no additional, or at least in my understanding of the engineering, no additional overhead other than the processor overhead of processing all those signals once they arrive. But the arrival itself, the transport layer, is no additional overhead, where it certainly is on USB. Now, the nice thing about an IP camera, a USB camera can't be very far from the computer, and you got to have this expensive USB cable. Now, you can only extend. I've got a very nice this is the high dollar stuff. Okay, it's got a little amplifier booster, but this is only what, 10 or 15 feet. This is not a long cable. So however, an IP camera could be up to 100 meters. That's 300 yards away. So that's cool. Now, what's even better that a webcam cannot do? The camera that I'm gonna get, it's very expensive. It's called a Huddle Cam, and it is PoE. Steve, you know what that means. Power over Ethernet. That means the camera needs no external power. It's powered by the same cable that connects it to the network. Networks use 4 wires, and network cable has 8. So guess what they do with the other 4 wires? They use that for power. Now, the camera needs power, obviously, for its imaging and circuitry, but I'm going to get a PTZ. Now, what is PTZ? PTZ is pan, tilt, zoom. And it has a little remote control. So I can bolt these things around. All right, we'll have one initially, okay? But I can literally pan, tilt, and zoom the camera with a little handheld remote. Wouldn't that be cool? And if we go to, I still have not deep sixed the idea that we're going to take this whole show, this whole production studio on the road. Now, you say, I know that we made several very long and they were disastrous trips up to Montgomery. We didn't really get anything out of it, but that's my fault. It wasn't engineered right yet. We're not there. What's nice about PTZ is, all right, so I'm going to get these rack. You ever been like to an airport and you see these high-tech companies rolling their equipment around in these boxes that are real padded and all that? Well, those are 19-inch racks is what they are. They got the equipment in them. And if you look around, which I have, you can get them that are not only a 19-inch rack on little wheel casters that lock down, blah, 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 blah. It's got little side wings that make it a desk. Okay, so now I can take that whole, I don't have to build any furniture, which you cannot transport. If I can make that work, we can take this whole show, put it in a truck or a van or an SUV and take it somewhere. And it's self-contained. Self-contained. And we can set up cameras on tripods all over the room. If we got more money, those cameras are, when I priced them, they're like $600. A webcam's about 50. So, but even if you only had one and you use the webcam, plus we've got the camcorder, so there's 3 cameras, and then of course we got the iPads, we got 4 cameras. So even with one camera, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? So, I'm, I got a lot of software to load. Video production software, this, that, and the other. I can't quite produce any videos with this background yet, but we'll get there. Okay, it's a certainty, and I'm just glad to be able to just talk to you, just to say hey, and I don't look all that good. I've been sick, all right, but man, what a journey this has been, and y'all have stuck right here, and I just it makes me kind of get my eyes start to leak. Because you really find out who's with you when things get the way they've gotten. Okay? So we know who's with us. Now, as we kind of get going again, I think we can not only build it back, I think we can build it back as big, even bigger than it was before. Because now we'll have the studio that I always wanted. The problem is I got a day job. I used to get a whole lot more done when I didn't have a day job. I could work on this. So anyway, now Friday I'm going to probably drive myself to work Friday. I only work like 11 to 3. Only 4 hours, so 11 to 4, something like that. So I'm going to sleep in a little bit. And I do work Saturday. but I don't know what time. But anyway, so we may have some fun if you want to kind of. I'm reading the chat. Steve saying we can have a party. I think that's a great idea. We're having one right now. Or I am. I feel like a kid with new toys. But no, y'all have been very faithful, and gosh, we got to retool all the tweet stuff, and and there's miles and miles of stuff to do. And I've still got a lot of yard work that needs to get done before the grass growing season starts. The weeds have already sprouted. There's a stand of weeds out there, and I'm buying a riding lawnmower in March. March has 3 paychecks, so we've been planning on that. And got to finish up the insulation. That'll probably be another $400 or $500. Then we got to start thinking of electricity. That'll probably be another $400 or $500. I'll do a lot of the work myself, but and then we got to finish. I got to finish this wall behind me somehow. I guess, to prioritize that so we can start producing videos again, devotional videos. So maybe I'm struggling with what to focus on. My focus right now is to 1, get internet, 2, get power. Well, we still don't have power, but at least I can tell by what happened today that the power company is working on it and it is imminent. But once they get that, then I got to bring in my electrical. He's not an electrician anymore. He's not licensed. But I am, my electrical permit has me as the contractor, general contractor. So he's just kind of helping me out. Okay. And he got the meter base in. So we got to put some outlets in. We got to get some lighting in here. And I wish I had my plug mold. I should have brought it in. What I'm going to do is, I'll show you in another session. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to sign it off here, and let me find something to play, because Barbara, I don't know when things cue. Actually, Barbara, just cue something up, because I don't have my earbuds. I don't know what's going on, so I can't tell when I'm actually going to end. So I'm going to wrap it up, and if Barbara will just between you and Steve, I'm going to continue doing some wiring. Getting some audio put together, and we'll just have a little fun. I can't stay up late. Steve, I know how you feel. You and I get up at the same time, about 4:30, and you can't stay up real late and get up at 4:30 and be very productive the next day, and miserable at that. So, and I'm still a little bit congestion and all that. So I just thank you guys so much, and I'm feeling much better. Not just physically, but emotionally. We're going to dig out, and we're going to have a good base to claw back and roar back. So let's have some fun, and we'll go from there.